If you're an American, just know that while we continuously hear the jingoistic nonsense about how we're the best and we're number one, which may make it seem like we feel pretty good about ourselves, keep in mind that Nordic countries kick our asses when it comes to one critical factor: happiness. According to the 2018 World Happiness Report, the US is listed as the 18th happiest country, a far cry from number one. But chillin' in the top 4, you'll find Finland, followed by Norway, Denmark, and Iceland. The report charted a steady decline in American happiness as we struggle with obesity, substance abuse, and depression. According to The Guardian, the report, an annual publication from UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, said all Nordic countries scored highly on income, health life expectancy, social support, freedom, trust, and generosity. Mike Viking from the Happiness Research Institute in Denmark addressed the Nordic elephant in the room. You know, the one that can only thrive off tax revenue. Viking says, in the Nordic countries in general, we pay some of the highest taxes in the world. But there is wide public support for that because people see them as investments in the quality of life for all. Free healthcare and university education goes a long way when it comes to happiness. But in the US, we tend to base our happiness on something completely different.
The second reason is that they get really focused on extrinsic motivators, external motivators, the pay, the benefits, the salary. But the truth is, these aren't the things that make you happy. Finding that internal motivation, that intrinsic motivators, is much more important.
Is it true that we seek validation from others in an effort to make ourselves happy? In the US, you can't get through a conversation with someone new without the inevitable question regarding what you do for money. But in Denmark, it's actually taboo to talk about one's financial success or career accomplishments. Maybe the pressure Americans feel to impress others really does put a damper on our happiness. Another factor that seems to lead to unhappiness in the US is the ever-increasing political divide, which became even more apparent after the last general election. Gallup conducted a survey of 2.5 million Americans to measure their subjective well-being. That's fancy researcher lingo for happiness. The survey examined how people feel in their day-to-day lives across key dimensions of well-being, including physical health and wellness, having supportive personal and family relationships, financial and economic security, having a sense of purpose, and connection to one's community. So, turns out that the results pretty much sucked. 21 states registered absolute declines in their levels of well-being, and not a single state showed a statistically significant improvement in 2017. When it comes to political divide, you might expect that states that voted for Trump would be happier than those who voted for Clinton. But as Trump would say,
absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Well-being is actually higher where more people disapprove of the president, and lower in states where more people approve of Trump. I guess that makes sense because Trump voters seem so damn angry all the time. You guys won. Relax. Cálmate. Yeah, that was Spanish. Do you feel triggered? Good. The Gallup survey also found that well-being is lower in more religious states and higher in states with a larger concentration of artists, musicians, writers, and other bohemians, whatever that means. It's also higher in states where people exercise more and are more fit. You know why? Because exercise gets those endorphins going. What was even more fascinating about this Gallup survey is that even though the economy worked its way out of a recession, Americans were actually happier in 2009 when they were really feeling the financial struggles compared to 2017. Well-being declined in all 50 states between 2009 and 2017. These declines are concentrated in the very states that had higher levels of well-being in 2009. So what makes us happy? Look, I know I can't speak for an entire country, but I can share what I've learned through 2.5 years of complete rockiness and turbulence. I used to get a lot of pleasure out of professional accomplishments, and I guess I still do. But in 2016, I noticed achieving things in my career yielded diminishing returns in my quality of life. There's a lot of sacrifice that comes along with establishing a career, and sometimes you lose the critical balance necessary for well-being. When my work-life ratio is out of whack, I spend less time with family. I have fewer laughs with friends. I lose sight of all the reasons I want to be successful in the first place. Money and success means little if you don't have people to share it with. Yes, it's important to have enough cash to take care of the bare necessities. But after that, the things that make you happy are those sweet moments in life with the people you love. I was curious what my own family members would say if I asked them about what makes them happy. They're about to share it with you.
So the question is what makes me happy in life? Friends, family, gatherings as such. I'm gonna play some good old family blackjack just to teach the parents a little bit. And these are the days that go down as memories.
The happiest is being able to put my daughter to sleep at night, every night. Being there to be able to do that, to be able to spend time with, obviously family is the most important to me.
After what I've been going through the past couple days, having a supportive family and having a supportive wife.
My happiest time is when my daughter and my son with their families coming to my home, and we are have a nice time together and doing a lot of activities.
Makes me happy is to have my family and to have my health, so we can always have the barbecue and have a fun, go out together and enjoy life.
Hey Charlie, what makes you happy, Bubba? Is it that bone? It might sound cheesy, but think about the people who make you happy. Give them a call, plan a date, and rebalance your life. You're not going to remember the promotions or bonuses in your old age, but you will remember what it was like to experience life with the ones you love. You never have to miss another episode of No Filter by ringing the bell below. You'll get notified whenever we publish something new. And don't forget to join TYT and download the TYT Plus app today. Download our TYT Plus app on your iPhone or head over to tyt.com/join.